So let's do this. Elbows in. Make sure you lean forward. See how I lean forward? That moves the clay. Make sure your palms are tucked in. After I bring it up, I put a little water. Do you see how it's start to move easier? Because it's not sticking to my hand. Thumb over, connect your hands, come down. Hold. Push forward, push down. 1, 2, 3. Slowly release. You could even go a little lower and wider on your hold. Sometimes that helps with beginners. So instead of just 4 fingers, I'm pretty much almost at 5. You might try that and see how it works for you. See how my elbows stay in, fingertips up, thumbs together, and we're gonna come down, 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 down. They actually slightly tilt back. It's a little easier than straight up and down. Both work wonderful. Everybody should know the distance. How thick should it be? Half an inch, roughly your index finger. Slow down the wheel here. Half speed, fingers curl into my palms. See how it's round here? The C, not flat. So here, come right into your palm. Keep pressure with your right hand as you push with your left. Hold. Compress the bottom back and forth. This makes your piece strong and it makes the bottom beautiful. You should never go past that initial point you set. Now we're going to come here, we're going to squeeze, and we're going to slowly come up. Less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, less pressure. Hold at the top, make sure the lip's always on. So what it should look like is you push in with the right hand, you curl your fingers. Your left hand is higher than your right because of the ½ inch bottom. We create a ridge and we bring up the ridge. So watch when I push in. Curl, see the ridge? And watch the ridge come up. The first pull is always a softer pull than the second pull. Wrap your fingers around it. So we did, and see how I compress and I'm actually thickening the lip? Why do I thicken the lip? Come on over, make sure everybody's watching this. So I thicken the lip so that when I push it out, it's gonna not get too thin. So I started by throwing a short cylinder. Later on, you could throw right into the form, but for beginners, starting with the cylinder is a strong form. Now I'm gonna do one more pull, a light one, and I'm gonna push out a little bit. So I'm gonna start to bring it up. Once again, the wheel third to half speed. If you go real fast, you're gonna lose your piece. It's gonna collapse it. I always start at the bottom, light squeeze, and I'm slowly gonna come up and out. Just slowly, more pressure out as I come up. But just let me. Now we're starting to come out. See the difference? If you push too much, some of you are pushing too much way at the bottom, it's dropping. We want a strong form. Now we're going to shape. Shaping can either be done from the inside, and a lot of times I use a sponge and go down and back. Lefties will find this easier. Or one of the various ribs. Short rib. I brought a big rib. We have a bunch of these so you can see the big rib, the back end. I start at the top and I'm just gently coming down. See how I hold it with 2 hands? And it's always away from me. And watch it take the bowl shape. Beautiful. See how nice it is already? Look at the change. The more you push out, watch. As I push this out, look at the ball come out and change. It's good to go down so you get this perfect form and come up. The wheel must be going slow or you'll ruin your piece. I always take out the water. Some of you are leaving the water in. Those cracks, that S crack that you see, that's from leaving water in your piece. Notice where I'm looking. I see a lot of you when you're working, you're doing this. You're trying to look at the outside shape. I'm always looking inside because the only thing that matters is the inside because we trim the outside. So we want this beautiful inside shape that everything's perfect. We have a ½ inch. I have a beautiful shape. I can see it's going to be roughly 4 fingers when I trim it. I have a nice lip with a little bit of thickness. So it supports when I turn it upside down. See where I hold it with my left and wrap the sponge around it? If you really want to get fancy and get a beautiful lip. You'll see people talk about a chamois or a piece of plastic. You have a built-in chamois. It's the skin between your finger. So it's like
What about you?
these. I come here and just do that. See how beautiful that is? It's a nice trim. And don't forget, before you take it off, the wood knife, come under. See how I undercut it? Shaping the ball. That is what we're looking for. That's just a nice half a circle. That's exactly the ball we're looking for.